Good morning, Final Fantasy XIV, and today's guide video will be discussing newly implemented feature as of 4.15, the Bard action known as Perform. Now, before we begin, let me just take a moment here to say to the legal parties involved with this action. That's right, you heard me correctly. There are some legal ties with this, so we'll get that out of the way very first here, and then we'll discuss this feature. So, I do not claim any ownership of any third-party music whatsoever, and the purpose of this video is not to show off that I can use it for any purpose that I so desire, but rather to teach my viewers, that would be you, about this wonderful and great addition to Final Fantasy XIV that we have received. And there will not be any third-party music played in this video. Of that, I can guarantee 100%, because I did sign the agreement to this action, which we'll get into here in just a moment. So, I'm begging you here, Square Enix or Final Fantasy XIV, whichever team is responsible for tracking down these videos and whatnot, that please do not flag my video or take it down, for this is just a guide and it is in no means a video to promote the use of third-party music or anything to that extent. So please and thank you very much for the privilege that is given to us as players, the Bard feature Perform. Okay, now that that is out of the way, let's begin the video and the guide. So, first off, you'll ask, what is Perform? And how do I get it, or how do I find it? Well, Perform is only usable by the Bard job in this game, which you unlock right after you've completed your level 30 job quest, or in this case your class quest for Archer. Now, once you've obtained the Bard Crystal from completing the job quest, which is, like I said, it unlocks at level 30 after you've done the level 30 Archer quest, you'll be immediately given the quest at the Archers Guild from the receptionist, I believe. And from there, you'll go on the quest, you'll speak to the Bard mentor, and he will give you the job crystal. Once you have that, another quest will unlock for you, which is also in the same area, which is New Gridania. And in New Gridania, there will be an NPC who's located right by the Miketo Amphitheater, just right outside the front of it, right next to the Moogle who does the mail, the postman Moogle. And that's right by the Etherate as you transport there as well, so it's pretty quick and fast to get there. I'll show you where that is on the map. So, you'll go to Old Gridania from New Gridania, I should say. And here's the Miketo amphitheater. And the Etherite that takes you there. Right next to that is the Moogle. And right next to him, right about there, where I put that red flag, that is where you'll find the NPC who gives you the job quest, which is titled, and I'll bring that up as well. If I can find the quest, that is. My apologies. Let's see. So here's the job quest, A Song of Bards and Bowmen, which will immediately lead up to the other quest, like I said, pointed out to the NPC. I can't seem to find out where this quest is for the life of me. They don't seem to have it listed here. But it's just one of those quests, like I said, you'll pick it up rather quickly. So, you'll pick that quest rather quickly up, and then you'll be able to have, as I'm showing you here, these notes. Now you'll get access to these is you'll go to Actions and Traits menu, and then right underneath Pets you'll see Performance. Now like I said, this is only if you have your Bard Crystal equipped and you've gotten to the quest, as I mentioned, which is after you've completed the level 30 Bard quest, the starter quests, and you've obtained the Bard Crystal. Excuse me, a little crack in my voice there. And then, like I said, you'll go to New Gridania, and then you'll go to Old Gridania. And right where I showed on that map is where you will find that NPC. And he'll give you the quest to, which is, it's really short quest, really. It's not like even a quest. You'll just go talk to the guy, and he'll tell you about this wonderful, like, sonata or something like that the bards do. I don't know why it's not listed in the quest log for some reason, but again, you can find it in the 4.1 patch notes either way. So, but again, the prerequisite, do your level 30 job quest, equip your crystal, and then you can speak to this NPC and unlock this wonderful and amazing feature, Performance. And as I'm already showed you here, it's under Actions and Traits menu, right underneath Pets. you'll see performance, and it's only accessible as Bard. No other job can access this job, only Bards. So if you're a Bard main or Archer main right now, then you're probably loving the heck out of this right now. And myself personally, since I really enjoy music is practically everything to me. I can't have anything without music, really, because it just gets dull and really boring. Life without music, just dull, listless, and boring. So I had to continue leveling my Bard just so I could get this action. Now we'll discuss more of a legal side to it, as I said at the very beginning of this video, for performance, and that is right as you accept the quest to unlock this feature, you will get a message prompt which is from the development team and Square Enix itself. So this is very important. And it's important that you read it and do not skip it or ignore it, because you will suffer the consequences later on, I assure you, if you did not read this prompt that comes up. And basically it tells you that, you know, this is an exclusive feature to this game, and that you agree that you will not use it to promote third-party music or endorse anything in any way, because then that gets you in a lot of trouble, basically. And it basically, your agreement is that Square Enix is not held accountable nor responsible for your actions as the player, as the Bard, using this feature. So if you clicked agree, then you are the only one who's responsible for yourself. So you can't go on the official forums and say, hey, I was banned, I demand that my account be refunded and everything like that because of the I used perform or the Bard action, you know, because Square Enix will tell you signed an agreement with them that you would not do what you just did to break it. So you're just out of luck if that happens then. And I've heard stories, and I'm sure if you're a player of this game like myself, you've heard the stories that people have been getting their accounts banned for, I don't know, maybe permanent or just temporary. I'm not really sure on that front, because I haven't done it and I don't plan to do it, so. But there's been stories and talk. People have gotten a ban or had access to their game restricted for a week or however long. And I guess this is just due to, you know, incoming reports that people have been endorsing using third-party music in their streaming or their videos. See, that's the very important thing to note here, is that it's not that they're abusing this feature in-game specifically, but that they're, again, you're using it to endorse and basically, you know, say, hey, look what I did. Isn't this great? It's my music. I love it. That sort of thing. So you just gotta play this cautiously, and if anyone gives you like any crap about it and says they're gonna report you, you know, because you're playing this song in game and that's against the terms and service agreement, then all you have to say is to that person is say, I'm only doing this in game and I'm not recording this whatsoever. And they can still turn you into the GM, you know, even then for you saying that. But the GMs, of course, they can look and see, investigate, they'll do an investigation of sorts, you'll see, to see if you or your character, because that's what the information they'll need is your character's name, and they'll look you up and see if you have in fact been abusing the feature as was written in the terms of service that you agreed to and signed to as you got this action. So, but like I said again, you just have to be very careful and don't play any music that is not allowed in the standards listed by Square Enix and the Final Fantasy development team. So as long as you play it cool, play it safe, then you'll be able to enjoy this feature just like me and many others who are currently using this feature. And there's a bunch of cool videos that I've seen on like Reddit posts and Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. You know, people have done some amazing and awesome performances using this action here. And essentially, what that means is the songs that we are allowed to play through recording and streaming, they're strictly songs that are within this game, Final Fantasy XIV, and therefore Square Enix and Final Fantasy XIV owns the rights to these songs, so they can't be penalized or sued in any way by another musical artist or owner of the song that you maybe wanted to play but shouldn't. So there's that. Well, and that's just all on the legal side. Now we can talk about the fun stuff and the good stuff to learn. So, as I said before, you can locate this under Actions and Traits menu, and it's right underneath the Pets section called Performance, and that's where you get all these notes, which if you're familiar with music at all, or you've played an instrument in real life, you will recognize these as the core standard notes, which is typically always going to start with C and then go all the way down to B and then back to C again. Now what they call that, going from one C to the next C, they call that a scale. And that's basically, you know, how music goes about its scale. So, for example here, I'll play for you a scale. That would be a musical scale right there. From low C to mid C. That is one major musical scale. Or what other people call, another way to call it is an octave. And so far in this game, we only have 3 octaves, which is the low octave C, the middle C, and lower C. So those are the 3 octaves you have available as of right now. They might expand this in the future if there's enough demand, player demand for it, so we might get an extra scale or 2. It really just depends on how, how generous the dev team is feeling at the moment with the player feedback and whatnot. So far, like I said, it's been kind of dicey with the feedback on this action. A lot of people are mad that they can't display, any music they want because of the, like I said, the legal problem with Square Enix not wanting their company to be sued for actions of their players. So basically, they've explicitly said that, your videos or anything, your recordings that you've recorded, they will be taken down. So like I said, play it safe. Play only, if you're going to perform and use a video, then play only music that is from this game so that you won't get any copyright filed against you, have your videos taken down and whatever. So, or have yourself get a temporary ban from the game itself. So, like I said, be safe. Don't go and abuse this feature, because it's here to have fun, not to be abused. And of course, it is very awesome, very fun to play. So back to the fun stuff again. Like I said, there's 3 scales, and as you can see how the mess of my hotbars, there is a whole lot. So most people will recommend that you use a keyboard for this. Because with the keyboard, it's a lot easier to manage the notes and stuff and be able to actually play as if you were playing like a musical instrument, or rather, I should say, as if you're playing a piano. So, if you have a keyboard, or if not, you can easily, if you're on PS4 like myself truly, you can go buy a cheap USB keyboard and plug it into the game, and then you just go to your settings, your character setting menu. Oops, not that one. Well, this little cogwheel here by chat, character configuration, and then right above here you'll see that it asks controller mode or mouse mode. You can switch between the 2 at your own leisure. And see, as I have here under the controller or the keyboard mode, the mouse mode, I've also set up here as well a keyboard setup for this, specifically this action here. And if you wanted to assign more, because right now it only allows you to assign the basic numbers atop, so kind of problematic for most. But under configuration settings, you go to control. Let's see if I can remember this myself. But basically, what you'll do basically is, from the menu, basically you'll be able to, key configuration, that's the one we're looking for. So, keybind, That's main menu, of course. And from this keybind here, you'll be able to actually assign which keys that you want for this specific hotbars. So, like right, it says here. So basically, right now, like I said, it'll give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 0. And then you'll have your control, which is hold control, numbers again. Again, you can go to the next line of keys and assign them to the next hotbar, etc., etc. And that would, like I said, basically give you the feel as if it were a piano. Or because there's different octaves, different keys, and way keyboards are set up, it would probably be more akin to as if you were playing a organ. So you have a different set of, you know, keys and different octaves for each key set. If that makes any sense. So, with that out of the way, it's very fun action again. Something the devs wanted to give their players because there was a lot of requests for something like this in game to have us, you know, be like all the other MMOs out there that have all these different quality of life features in game to do. Which most of them do have a feature, or not most, but I mean, like there are a few titles that allow you to play music in game and record to your heart's content. I'm sure you yourself might know of a few MMOs that you have played that have an action to where you can play an instrument in game and perform covers of music that you like listening to. In this game, however, you can't do the recording part so much, but I'll tell you, depending on, like I said, who you play your music around, if you're just playing it open, sometimes, like I said, there will be those people who just be like, oh, hey, you're not supposed to do that, I'm gonna report you, etc. And like I said, if you do get contacted by GM, just be calm. Just say, hey, I know I was playing this song, but I did so not to Ah, yes. Bard note. But yeah, you just tell the GM, explain to him, you know, I know I played a third-party music, but I assure you I'm not recording or endorsing it in any way. I just played it inside the game. You can check my video accounts, you know, if you're tell them, you know, if you're a Twitch user, etc., etc., then you just tell them, you say you can check those. I'm not using these, and you'll be scot-free. And they'll just tell you, no, don't do this again. Which is why, you know, it's typically better if you are gonna play something that's not in this game specifically, like the music that's playing in the background right now, for example, then play it in privately, like in your free company room or your apartment room or your house if you have a private house in this game. Then you'll want to stick to playing your covers in there. Or maybe, you know, maybe you have a chill free company or a group of friends. You can play with them somewhere, you know, that's out of range of all the general populace, so that no one will be a salty bitch. Sorry for the coarse language, but that's the only way I can refer to these nasty, bitter people, is salty bitches. That way you won't have to deal with them complaining constantly that you're playing music that you and others love to have and share and see, and which on my server, in fact, my server is one of those few servers that is pretty relaxed community for the most part. There are, like I said, there are a few salty bitches out there who will get all angry and annoyed with you because you're playing. Oh, you played let me see. I'm trying to think of a good song name. You played Mozart's symphony. Or you played Coldplay, and that's against the rules. I'm reporting you. All that nonsense there. So, like I said, it's a fun feature. If you do covers, then do it privately. Try not to. If you are gonna make a video, I'll tell you this now. Keep it to your inner circle. Don't share it to YouTube or Twitch or anywhere like that. Just keep it to your inner circle, your private inner circle. Don't share. Tell them don't share it to YouTube or anything like that. And if they are gonna share, then don't tell them your character's name if you don't trust them that much. So, you know, because they can't really tell from the video. Like, say, for example, like on PlayStation 4 here, you can record videos just by using a save video feature, which is by hitting the share button. And if your name isn't shown anywhere, like for example myself, for example, on the screen right now, my name's not displayed anywhere at all, so therefore they wouldn't be able to know my character's name per se. I mean, with me, I have to be honest here, you know. They're already gonna know me, because like I said, I'm giving my name out here because of you guys, my viewers. I want you to know who I am and stuff, so go figure. I'm not gonna go AWOL and get myself in trouble for something like this. So I know some of you might just say, oh, come on, you probably know some great stuff with this. You can bend the rule a little bit, right? And well, afraid I can't do that because I'm just already known by name. So, but maybe sorry. I have a bad cold. I might have stuttered that just a little second, so. But anyway, thanks for watching the guide video. I hope you learned a lot from this video, and that you'll keep in mind with this feature. It's awesome, it's great, but play it safe. Play it safe. Please play it safe so you don't get your channel shut down or anything like that. Sounds like the Hulk with a cold. Yep, we'll just say that. We'll say it was the Hulk with a cold. Anyway, like I said, that is our guide video. Thank you very much for watching. I will be continuing to make more videos for you guys to enjoy. Please leave a like, subscribe, or comment if you want to. Not necessary. And we'll see you in the very next video. Amadeus Aeon out.